Okay, welcome back everybody for another review. Today we're reviewing another camera from the 80s. I did a video recently about other cameras. This is one I missed. But this is a pretty big one, so I'll have its own video for it. Well, this is a Sony, let me get a pick up here, Sony Betamovie camcorder, and that's right, it takes Betamax tapes, that's why it's called a Betamovie. And this was different than a lot of other camcorders from the time because, first of all, Betamax wasn't as popular as VHS, and so this is a little more rare or a little more unique. But anyways, a little bit of history. The Betamovie camera was introduced in '83, and this is of course Sony, as you can see by the brand right there. But this actually got a lot to it, and so I'll just show you a lot of things to it. So here's a lens cap that comes off. Kind of a heavy thing here, or at least heavier than a lot of cameras. This Viewmaster thing, or view scope, whatever, folds out right here, and then this little handle. Whoops, that door opened. The latch has a trouble shutting. There's something in there that's. There we go. There's something worn out there. The latch or something is sort of worn out. But then this little handle right here can turn down, and now you got a nice little handle and everything. And I think if I can get my camera positioned right, you can look through this maybe. There we go, sort of a very dim image of through there, but I'm not really made to do that. But it's very interesting because most of it is here. I think, yeah, there's the power supply is over here. One thing I don't have is a battery for it. So one day I hope to get the battery for this thing. But here's the power supply, and it says AC power adapter, AC M110E. There's charge and power, and there's power on or power off. But everything's in here. I think you put the battery in right here to charge, or the door opens up. And so that is all here. And here's a Betamax tape, and like I said in one of my previous videos, I actually mentioned I had another thing that took Betamax tapes, and this is it right here. And for those of you who don't know, Betamax tape is smaller than a regular VHS. Here is VHS for size reference. Little different, looks a little different too. And the Betamax tape, one of the good things about it was that it offered higher image quality. But however, one of the downfalls, or one of the cons, I guess, was that it couldn't hold as much video. So Betamax is pretty much obsolete now, but so is VHS. But you kind of still see VHS kind of often. But anyway, they put this back in its case right here. This Betamax here. There's a little card in here. It talks like labeling and instructions and all that in this thing here, but yes, more about the camera. Let's see, where are the buttons at? Okay, here we go. There are some buttons here. There is a white balance button right there. Let me cut my light on, maybe that'll help. My camera has a hard time focusing on letters, or like words, small words at least. So let's see, there is a white balance button. This is a power or standby, power/standby button. Here are some light indicators. Or wait, are those buttons? Those are buttons. Wait, hold on, are those? I think those are lights. The top one says tape and battery. I guess it's like the light for tape and battery. This is DEW, but I don't know what that means. And here's caution, so I guess a caution light and all that. Now up above the view scope is a little filter button for either daytime or nighttime, looks like. You can switch that back and forth. And then on the lens here you have a zoom. You can turn in and out, and it zooms up on whatever you want to look at. There's that zoom, and I think there's another zoom right here. Yep. Actually, I think one is focus. I know it was a zoom. Yep, that's right. And this little view scope thing here has a focus too, right? This little wheel, it turns right there. There's a little cushion that goes against your head. Let's see, what is this? To avoid possible internal damage to the viewfinder, do not allow direct rays of sun to enter the eye cup. Very cool. In the back here, there's an eject button, And I found out, now of course I know that the latch is kind of worn out, but if the latch was in good condition, then you'd have to actually plug it in and turn the camera on to eject it. But the latch was a little worn out when I got a hold of this thing. But on the little handle over here, the handheld thing over here, there's a button for record. It says REC right above it, start stop. And then here is something for zoom. I guess you can do automatic zoom too. There's a button for W and T. And so then on the bottom of this thing is a little thing that says release, and you push that in, and you can now fold this back in to where it was, a little snap. There's the button again, it says record right there. You do have some jacks here. You got a earphone, remote, and a mic jack, and then you have a DC and 9.6 volt jack for a power supply. I think if you want to plug directly in from the power supply to get a tape out or something like that, you can do that without putting the battery on. Now, let's see. There's a place for a tripod here. There's a little some threads there. But if I get this door back open, I'll let you see inside. Here, there we go. So there it is inside. The Betamax tape goes right down in there, and it gets pushed in against everything. I don't know how well you can see on in there. There is some of the interworkings and all. Very interesting stuff. A little hard to see through a camera. Just to see how it looked, I put my Betamax tape, I put it in the little compartment here, like this. You should hear it click. There we go. And now, if the latch worked, I pushed it in to stay closed, but it's not going to stay closed. So, there we go. Now it'd film. But if I eject it, watch, the tape kind of pops up for you, like that. So there we go. Kind of like pops up, so it gets, for ease of taking it back out and watching what you have. So very interesting, very nice little feature. I didn't actually know that would do that, but it makes sense though. I took the camera off the tripod, so maybe you can see down in here now. Yeah, there we go. There's a better view of everything down in there. All the little parts and components and everything. But very cool. Very interesting. But there's a place for a microphone, an external microphone to go in and slide in right there. Of caution, avoid high temperature. Do not aim at the sun. Avoid long shots of very bright objects. Attach lens cap when camera is not in use. Avoid mechanical shock. Very interesting. Here is another label here for viewfinder LED indications. So, okay, yeah. I think this is for the, wait, is this for, yeah, I think maybe for these lights right here. So if it's light, whoops. Wait, viewfinder LED indicators. Let's see, white balance, tape run, low battery, caution, low light. I guess that's for down here, but there's 4 different lights there. Also, this little handle thing that I folded out, there's a little switch that says, well, versus Betamovie right there. There's a switch that says open or close. Right now it's on close. If I hit open, then I should be able to put the battery in. Yep, this big battery right there. Let's see. There we go. Big battery goes in right there. And close it back up and close it up. There we go. Let me close the lens up here for a second so I don't bump into anything. This door keeps opening. It's like a jack-in-the-box almost. I can open up just at random times. But here are some headphones that it came with. I don't think these are actually Sony branded headphones, but these are, what brand are these? These are Reveal headphones, and it does have a microphone on them. And if you wanted to, you could plug the microphone in here, and you can record the earphone into here. So now you have 2 of the jacks plugged in for, wow. There we go. From pictures I've seen, I think there actually is another label that goes right here. That's like some like artwork almost. But there is still a sticker here that says it's a Sony, and it's a little sticker they got right here. It's kind of peeling off actually. Let's see. Trying to think anything else. So here is the camera now, and this looks like when somebody walks around with it to film something. Look around. And now I have these headphones around my neck here. I can put the headphones on. But yep, very interesting. One day I hope to get this thing and back in working order so I can actually film some videos with this thing. But then of course I have the problem of digitizing things. But see, it's a really big thing, really big heavy duty camcorder here. One thing I forgot to mention though is that it does actually have a little microphone here, and it says electric condenser microphone. And here it is right here. It's a little worn, kind of bent down, but that's on here. Of course, lens cap is back on here. But yep, very interesting thing to look at and to have. Trying to think if I missed anything else, because I'm sure as soon as I end the video, I'll think of something I should have said. But yep, I guess that's probably about it for this review here. One of my more proud things to have. Of course, I like every video. Like I always say, I like every one of the things I have from the 80s and whatnot. But this is one thing I actually do like, because it reminds me of like Back to the Future. It reminds me of what Marty carried around. Of course, his was not a Betamovie. It was some other camera. I can't remember what it was, but it was very similar to it. But yep, I guess. Let's see. But yep, I guess. With that being said, have a great day. Take it away, Hayden. Have a great day. Be seeing you.